All right, where are we? You can tell from my voice that it's going to be a long day. It's cold. My voice is cracking. If there's not on the outside of my house a half inch of ice on every single object, that's only because there's an inch of ice on that object. It is an ice wonderland outside. And cold, needless to say. Hole number one, what do we got? What do we have? I was trying to prepare yesterday for the ice storm last night, so I did not play it all yesterday. Didn't even look at it. I did go through and watch the video from the prior round, so I upgraded my notes. All right. Now, there is a shot for hole in one here, but I will tell you the goal here is eagle. So, like, I'm getting up there with the APOC, and my notes say par 4, need, circled until I damn near ripped the paper, need this hole. This hole in hole number 8, you pretty much have to get. You have to. All right. Selected. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. That wind works. All right, here we go. 5 top spin, 3 left-hand side spin. Some curl. And I think what I mean by some is I'm leaning up against the, just rubbing the nubs. The deal is if you do that, where you just lean one way or the other and you're rubbing up against the nubs, if you hit it great, let's say you were leaning to the left and you hit it great to the right, the first bounce is great to the right, but from that point on, because of that little teeny bit of curl, the ball, it still may be off on one side, but it's always going to continue to go to the left, even if you hit it to the right. That's why in a lot of these drives it's so important to put some curl on it, so you can make sure that you continue to go in that direction even if you hit it wrong. See if my opponent can get it. I'm having a hard time down there in the shadows of seeing where the fairway ends and where the rough begins, because I want to be about 2 rings off of that transition. Five top spin, 3 left-hand side spin. Hitting it perfect. Ooh. Nice. Nice. That'll work. That will work. That dog will hunt. Okay, 2, 3. It's about a ring and a half. I'm going to lean just a little. Isn't it perfect? See if I can get the same kind of result as my opponent. I would like to get a little closer to the hole, like right in it. Would be nice. I thought I had a little bit more oomph. That was right at it. Arr. There is room for a topspin there, but I have noticed that if you've got tailwind, probably need to be more towards the 4.5. And if you've got headwind, you need to be more towards the 5. It's easy to catch it up there and kind of get a slide across the green. That's the result I'm looking for, though. So, I mean, I would have liked to have been closer. I don't like those kind of putts. But you can't bitch too much. All right, hole number 2. I'm going to get this hole right here and right now. The deal is I haven't hit it perfect into this hole yet. And I'm going to get it right here. I'm taking a grizzly and a nav. Which way's the wind blowing? All right. That wind works good for us. Grizzly. Navigator. Could bring an eyeball. Okay, so what I've been doing on it is a half a top spin, a half a bar of left-hand side spin, 2 rings off, 1-to-1 plus 0.1. I'm actually at mid club, and I'm adding on 10%, so that's 1-to-1 for this particular club. All right, here we go. Here we go. Getting out of the course. Half a bar of top spin, half a bar of left-hand side spin. Now, the deal here with this hole is that, at least in my experience, is if you run your ball guide all the way to it, it doesn't work. You got to be short of it, and you got to imagine it falling down the hill, and there is a funnel. So, like, you got a pretty good area up there if you catch the speed right, and it'll just funnel right down towards the cup. We'll see. We'll see if I can hit one perfect into it today. Be focused. Focus. Damn it. Damn, Ricky. Half a bar of top. Half a bar left. One 3 plus 1, so it's 1 4. If I was going to hit great one side or the other, that was the side, but great is not perfect. And that is right where I keep ending up because I keep hitting it great to the right. Arr! The ball guide is kind of terminating right past the crest of the hill. And so the roll down to the cup is all going to the left. And the ball guide looks like it's going to miss to the right. But as soon as it goes over that crest, if the speed's right, it just drops to the left. And we'll go into the cup. If you can hit the damn ball perfect. Damn it. I hit it perfect there. What's the deal? I'm lucky I hit it perfect there. In the hole. All right. Let's see if we can get an Albie here on this one. I have not. We only played this hole in the summer tournament, the summer major in this. But this is the only hole on this course that I think I haven't picked up. Hole number 3. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. A little teeny bit ahead. All right, there is definitely a zone that I'm trying for down in this area right here. There's, if you draw a line from that tree to the pin, and from those trees to the pin, it kind of intersects. There is a very narrow little lane right here. And I'm shooting for that lane so that I have the shot to the cup, and I'm bringing a guardian for the second shot. You can bring a sniper, but from where you have to start off on the green to the cup, even if you got a maxed out sniper with the 6 backspin it has, it's not quite enough. So with a Guardian, you can try a dunk, or you can try and shoot in front of it and then go at it. You have some options. I'm trying to shoot in front at it and just like backspin it up. There is no suck back here, so you got to get it on the bounces. Or you can try and bounce it out there. And that is not what I'm doing. Hole number 3, let's look at that wind one more time. Okay, extra mile, Kingmaker. Extra mile. Kingmaker. Kingmaker. Select it. Alright, here we go. Here we go. And I'm doing 5 top spin, 3 right hand side spin on the drive. And I've been right at like the 379, 370. I think I was at 379, and then yesterday I was at day before yesterday, 378. And that's right at, I don't really want to go much farther. So like 380 would be the max. And I think maybe 370 would be like the minimum. So I'm shooting for something in the 370s. I'd like to shoot 375 just so I can see like what it looks like there. Now I'm trying to figure out why my opponent is continuing to pin. Okay, they were adjusting for the wind. That's not good. Let's see if they get where they want. Looked like they were going to roll out into the rough. And they did. Five. And a smidget. Just because we got a headwind. Three, 8. I'm going to do 2 rings. That's 4-2. So that's like a 10% adjustment. Just about a third of a ring into power. Isn't it perfect? Let's see where I'm at. 369, so I'm out right at the very, and that I will tell you is like right on the edge of how like the minimum distance you'd want to be. So 370 to 380 is pretty much where you want to be. That little teeny bit of headwind, I probably could have eked that up to like 5.5 top spin. I've got on my notes 4.5 to 5.5, so if you had a tailwind it'd be like 4.5, and that's kind of what I've been doing up to this point. Let me change those notes. I'm going to put 4 3/4 to 5.5. Oh, and I brought the wrong bag. Oh. Put myself in the right spot and I brought the wrong bag. Damn it, Jim. I'm only a doctor. Alright, this is just to put it up there. Let's get our eagle and move on since I didn't bring the right stuff. Let's not try for some heroic stuff here. I made a mistake. Repair it, move on. Damn it. What was I thinking? I've got it circled on my notes in red ink. Guardian. Damn it. And I have my bag number 4 set up just for this hole. Would have had a shot from there, though. I think from that spot right there, I'm not sure if I could have tried to run it up there, but I may have had to do the dunk, and there is enough room to go for a dunk. Ball crusher. All right, hole number 4. What's up for hole number 4? Let's see. All right. Taking a sniper, nav, max backspin. Set up in front of the cup. So I did this wrong on the last one. The hole's here. And you want to, so like your ball guide would be terminating at the cup. So normally we would put it so it would terminate right at the flagpole. And we want to have it just parallel to that, terminating right in front of the cup. So if you took the distance from the flagpole to the edge of the cup, then you go from the edge of the cup to where the next flagpole would be about that far away, somewhere in that distance. And I'm doing, if the wind is less than 3.8, I'm doing plus 20. And if it's more than 3.8, I'm doing plus 30. 1 to 1. And I don't think I'm at max club, so I am adding some on. We're going to try it. And we got a tailwind here, so. Sniper and a nav. Damn it. Should have brought that bag right there last time. Navigator. Here we roll. Let's see if we can get a hole in one right here. Let's see what the wind is. Do our wind first. If I can get an opponent. Nobody wants to play the kings of golf. That's right. You heard me. Well, come on. I mean, shit, I could have got a replay by this point. All right. Wind first. I go first. 2.6. 3.12 rings. $3.12. There's 3, 1, 2. Ain't it perfect? Get in the hole. Didn't put it far enough in front of it. Arrgh. It was like maybe a third of a square. Probably the whole square. You can see, look at the course right there. Look at all the little shading and the little really bright spots. And where his second bounce was is going down into a fucking pit. And so it's actually, that second bounce is side hill. So if you're off just one way or the other, it's going to do something totally different on the other side. This green's got all kinds of shit going on. And you can look at that and go, man, that was a mile away. But it's just the areas that are in there. Each bounce, like the first bounce could be okay, and the second bounce is just one blade of grass off to the left or the right, and now it's doing something totally off. I'm not too upset. These types of holes right here, as the week goes on, this is the type of hole in the weekend round that, like, if you can get one time for it to drop, even if that's the only time you got it to drop all week, just that, it's something that you've been working on, but it's not something like this. This is a hole right here that I got a great opportunity, man. I got a great opportunity. That way you can still have that great opportunity on those other holes by getting something lucky to drop. Not today. I would imagine you're going to have to shoot a 15 aside at the minimum just to get into the conversation. They're not even going to interview you when you come off the course unless you shot a 15 aside. I've been, because the wind's been blowing right, trying to go out here, but we'll see which way the wind's blowing today. Otherwise you could lay it up. But who the hell wants to do that? Come on. All right, we'll have to lay it up today. Because I've been barely making it over there with better stuff. So let's bring a Titan. The king of balls. If I can find a Titan. Probably up towards the top. The king. I might be able to play with this bag. And I have no idea what the adjustment should be on the layup, because I've been going for it. And down from the bottom, you're bringing a 5-power ball down on the bottom. If you make it over, you're in your short iron range. I've been in Kingfisher, and I've been right there at if you get a little teeny bit of run coming out of the rough on the other side, you get into Kingfisher, and you're in max Kingfisher. But if you don't quite get enough run, you're in minimum long iron. But I think from the layup shot, you're in wood. So, and I have two different, depending on the Grizzly or the Kingfisher, there's kind of two different ways to play it. Here we go. Come on. I go first. I haven't tried to lay up. Well, that wind's not that bad. Just wondering. That's one too many rings great to the right. That'll get me caught up in the rough. I think if I would have hit it one ring less, that next bounce would have hit the fairway. It would have been really close, and then I would have made it out. But you got to get the second bounce to hit into the fairway. If it hits up there at the top, it's the death of the run. It's not a bad shot from there, though. It's got to be 3/4 rough iron. Let's think about what I'm going to do here. I'm getting used to this off-roader. I need to get a shot to sink so that I can start to gain some confidence in it. I've only used it a few times, so I haven't lost confidence yet. All right, max. 195, 2 rings. Now let's hit this perfect and get it in. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. I was way the hell off. I know that if I would have did the numbers that are in the book, that I wouldn't have pulled it that much. But like how I do pulls, like what the ring is, well, I'm going to have to play with that club for a few times and see if the math works the same on it as it does on the Nirvana. And so far the answer is no. Thing about rough irons and sand wedges and your wedge is that having confidence with it when it's at full club or half club or quarter club, because the numbers are different, drastically different between those areas. That club is so accurate because it can go all the way back to where you're standing and to the max distance that the club has. It's got a huge range. I should go out and play some one-on-one one day and just purposely hit myself into the rough so that I can go out there and really, really play with it. Maybe get one of my teammates to play some Tour 4 or something. It's a draw. All right. All right. We need to pick something up. We have to pick up hole number 8. That's a given. We have to pick that up. So we have to pick up something else. We got hole number 1. So let's just get this shit done with right now. Hole number 6. We got ourselves a par 4 here. Is this hole number 6? All right. All right, my notes say, let's see which way the wind's blowing. I have notes for 2 different ways, so I'm going to bring an extra mile and a power 5. Oh, I'm going to bring one of these bad boys right here. Here we go. And I was doing plus 10 on the drive. I have no notes for the second shots. I have no idea where I'm getting. Looks like a big ass par 4. The dead ball. That'll be just enough. Blasting that baby out there. Looked like they were at the wrong. Ooh. Yup. Well, that's what you get for using a dead ball. It died right there at the end. There's 3-3. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if we can make it all the way through. Bounce number 2. It's there. That'll work. That will work. That dog will hunt. I have no idea what I'm doing on the next shot. I have no notes. It looks like it's downhill. I'm going to play it wherever the hell I'm at in my club. On the fairway. Let's see what club I'm in. I'm in Grizzly. There's max. There's min. There's mid. I don't think I have enough topspin to get me up there. Don't. I'm in mid club though. .6. Mid club 1.1. 5.6 rings. Look at that. There's 4. Hey. I better hurry. Whew. Can't believe I got that off, but I screwed that adjustment up. And I can't say whether I went to do the double pull on it and it twisted on me. And then I noticed that I was already in the red. Arr. That's probably why I don't have any notes on that. I keep getting unprepared. I get to the second shot, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the right spot. See my opponent. I'll be real quiet for him. Hey! That's the second opponent I've seen that's made a short chip like that. You want to make sure that tail is always sticking out the other side of the cup. Even here, like always having, don't just go up there until it starts to glow. Make that tail run all the way through. I missed a putt that was so close that you couldn't have put your finger between the ball and the edge of the cup and missed it because I thought it was there and the cup started to glow and I released it, but that didn't mean shit. Needless to say, I was not a happy camper. Hole number 7. Hole number 7. All right. All right. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. All right, that one works. Okay, this is another one of those holes where I'm at mid club and I'm adding on 10% and it's 1.1 at mid. If I add on 10%, those balance out, so it's just 1 to 1. 4.5 backspin. 1 right-hand side spin. Let's go get it done. Sniper nav. And I think with this wind direction, we'll be able to make our wind adjustment right in front of the sand and not have to involve it at all. Here we go. Here we go. 1 to 1. This is another one I haven't had a perfect in all week. And every shot, like I'm hitting it great to the right, and it's like literally like great to the right. Like, what's that look like? Perfect. Replay. .5. It is right on the cusp. Oh, great to the left. I don't even know if that'll hit the rough. And this is bad, because I don't think it'll make it all the way back down to the fringe. Hopefully. Come on. Some of these courses, there's a little teeny bowl right there, and it comes down and it won't quite be able to get back up to the fringe. And you got to take that kind of putt, and that is not my cup of tea. Would much rather take the chip. Arr, don't hit a great to the left. What were you thinking? This is where you bring out, well, I don't even know with a zero power ball, unless you brought out a zero power low wind ball so you could cut the wind down, you wouldn't have enough room to work the wind out if you wanted to play it with your sniper at minimum. But I think if I was going to play it with my Grizzly, I'd bring out a katana, and that way I had full access to the entire pocket. And if there was a little bit of headwind, I could still be able to work it out without having to do overpower. That way you just keep one ball for the whole week. It flirted with it. Isn't it perfect? El Perfecto. Birdie. All right. All right. Now we have to get this next hole. That means we only have one hole left to actually be able to get us some PR today and get an interview as we get off the course. Shit, we walk out with a 14. They're not even going to talk to us. But if we go on hole number 9 and shoot a 15 by getting an Albie, then they'll definitely interview us. So I guess we're waiting. I've been waiting all day just to keep it dramatic. That's the deal right there. All right, hole number 8. We have to get this one. So let's go take a good, hard, long look at this. All right. 4, 4, 4. The working man's ball. And an APOC. That's all I need. And a wedge, but we'll get to that. 444 max curl, 5.5 top spin, 4 left hand side spin, 2 rings off. That wind's okay. And wind works for us. The deal is that particular wind, like I've been like flopping back and forth on doing just a little bit extra on the drive. So on that one, if I pulled extra, I'm actually pinching up already on the left-hand side. So if I added on extra and overpulled it and really didn't need to, I could be hurting myself. So I'm not really going to overpull. I'm just going to pull the wind. And if it pushes me off a little bit more on the right, then I can deal with that. But I do not want to hit the rough up at the top. Okay. 4, 5.5. Okay. 2. 1.5 per ring. So it's 1 1/5. Little teeny bit of no overpower. Max curl. Little teeny bit of no overpower. Isn't it perfect? Come on. There we go. That will work. That dog will hunt. Now Dunner hits to that island right here. It's fairly easy to get to the island. It's a little more difficult to make it around the bend. The deal is that you can do it with a 3 side spin ball, but the 4 side spin ball is like, this hole is sponsored by 4 side spin balls. See if my opponent can just get up there. They surely did. I might actually roll back down to the cup. Close. That was damn close. All right, I still got some work to do. All right, here we go. Isn't it perfect? I don't like going that, if you run out topspin and you're on that, it's kind of a side hill deal where you're having to run it way out. So your ball guide keeps getting longer and longer and longer because you're going up the hill and trying to bring it down. Now your whole shot is all dependent on speed on that slope, and it can get off. And sometimes it can get totally crazy on how the shot goes. So like just put a couple backspin on it and play it like an inbringer and get right up next to it. It's got tons of backspin. And tons of ball guide. So I mean, you got all kinds of shit going for you. All right, now we're going to make a dramatic entrance right here. We're going to walk into the clubhouse and we're going to have gone on to hole number 9. We're going to shot an Albie. We're going to have got our 15. We'll get to do our interviews. All right. Let's see which way the wind is blowing. Oh, that is a good wind for it. I will tell you that you can. The other day I was talking about you could get over here. I mean, the difference is wood, long iron. And if you can get over with just a little teeny bit of oomph where you can get your second bounce to land on the island, you might potentially get up into here. Now you're really in the shit. I think a 5-power ball with topspin boost, or even a 4-power ball with topspin boost, if you have the right wind and you have the right clubs. Obviously, if you have a club that has a lot of topspin to begin with, the extra topspin is huge. I'm going to lay it up, however. I should try and go for the other side, but what do I have for notes? I already got notes for my second shot, so I'm just gonna lay it up. That's what I got. That's what I got notes for. Epoch. Kingmaker. Actually, I'm not so sure. Yeah. I was looking at the side spin. I need the side spin on the drive. I was thinking I might be able to bring a Titan, the king. And you still could, but it's a little easier with the Kingmaker. Here we go, Kirk. Captain. If I can get out on the course. The load screen seems like it's taking forever. And I go first. You could get over there today with that wind. And coming to the +7. About 2.5 rings off. 3/8. That should be about 2.5 rings. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can get all the way up into that hole without overshooting it. I want to be up high like that because I'm trying to open the mouth up to the green so I can get a little bit straighter shot at it. We'll see where my opponent puts it, and we'll see if there's if we can see what the difference is. Unless they're going for it. They might be going for it. No, you ain't going for it with a fucking katana. There you go. Now you might be going for it. Wish they pushed that forward one more time because I will tell you, it almost looked like with that wind that they wouldn't even make it over. They'd hit in the rough on the first bounce. And they're a ways back. I'm doing 1-to-1. I'm at mid or min. 1-to-1 plus 0.1, so 2.2. Getting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Oh, need to pull it just a little bit more. So 1-to-1 plus 0.1. Do 1-to-1. Plus 10. All right. Did not get to make my dramatic entrance to come into the clubhouse. So I just came out with I got my head hung low. I got a 14. It's not going to get me anywhere. What the hell? Shit, man. My publicist is like, dude, you going to go play some golf? Perfect. Not too bad, not too bad. At least I didn't crash and burn. So the 2 holes that we have to pick up, I did pick up. I just didn't get anything extra. And the 2 holes that I really think I have dialed in, I haven't hit a perfect shot in yet, and it's going right where I'm hitting it, but I haven't seen what it looks like on a perfect. And the ones that I'm hitting perfect on, I'm still not getting the drops. I'm still trying to get the adjustment. And the 1 hole, hole number 3, I've brought the right stuff twice, and I brought the wrong stuff twice. So I'm not helping myself out on hole number 3. Here we go, damn it! All right, still in the cellar at a -14, but at least of the people that are around me that have finished only 9, I'm at least ahead of the crowd. Let's see if I go just a little above me. It looks like everybody above me is finished. So we should start digging ourselves out. All right, there you have it. That was the front side of the London Christmas tournament. The opening round in the rookie division, shot a -14, only picked up 2 of the par 4s. So got to pick up something else. Have to shoot at least a minimum -15 in order to have any shot at anything. Thanks for watching, and I will take a break and then shoot the back 9, and I'll see you on that one.